Sadra Kiani, a 45-year-old reclusive writer, moves into an old building in the city center after a painful divorce and a long battle with depression. The building has scratched walls, creaky wooden stairs, and neighbors that are far too quiet. From the very first night, strange sounds echo through the hallway. Soft footsteps, incoherent whispers, and sometimes the muffled crying of a woman. But every time he looks outside, there's no one there. The next morning, he finds a note on the floor outside his door, written in shaky handwriting and fading ink. Please don't open the door, even if you hear my voice. Curiosity pulls him toward the 8th floor, a dark, unlit corridor with a chained door. The building manager firmly tells him that floor's been empty for years, but at night, he hears something being dragged across the floor, the rattle of chains, and a soft groan from above. In his dreams, he sees the face of a woman, long wet hair, terrified eyes, and trembling. In a quiet voice, she repeats, "Help me. He won't let me go. Arash." Sadra is shocked. "Arash? But my name is Sadra." Yet the name lingers in his mind. Day by day, he feels something missing from his past. In one of the unit's closets, he finds an old box. Inside are journals filled with disturbing stories, all signed by someone named Arash Hekmat. Researching Arash in the library, he learns that Arash was a little-known writer who mysteriously vanished. One of his stories describes the exact murder of a woman named Parisa, the same woman who haunts Sadra's dreams. On a rainy night, a woman in blood-stained clothes appears at his door. In a trembling voice, she says, "I'm Parisa. I escaped from upstairs. Please help me." Sadra opens the door, but the woman suddenly shifts tone, softly and dangerously. "You promised never to come back, Arash." Everything goes dark. He wakes up in a hospital. His psychiatrist tells him he's hallucinating, that his memory is fractured. But Sadra is sure he saw something real. He returns to the building. This time, the door to the 8th floor is open. Inside, the unit is rotten and dark. In the bedroom, beneath the torn carpet, he finds an old corpse, a woman buried in cement. The police step in. Investigation reveals the body belongs to Parisa, but fingerprints all over the crime scene match someone else, Arash Hekmat. When the detective asks, "What did you say your name was?" Sadra says nothing, only stares at the mirror. In the mirror, the face staring back is no longer Sadra's. Old eyes full of guilt and a bitter smile. He is Arash. The past has returned. Arash Hekmat had erased his memory and changed his identity to escape Parisa's murder. But the house, the memories, and the truth all came back for him. Days later, reporters write about the reopened case. the building is sealed again. But at night, residents still hear sounds. Sounds from a floor that shouldn't exist. And in the dark,